What's up, everybody? My name's Aaron Hass. I am the host of this podcast called Love Works. Follow us on Instagram at LoveWorksNVT. If you want to participate in the Q&A-ARON episodes, which is this one, and all you have to do is I'll randomly post on my story, hey, ask me a question for the podcast, and boom, you can type your question in and I'll answer them right here. I'm answering 2 questions today and we're just gonna have a good time with it. It's chill. These are short episodes. They're fun to listen to and hopefully you enjoy this. So the question number 1 is from Jose Velez, _Jose Velez. Follow him on Instagram. He was on 2 episodes. I love the man so very much. He asked, 3rd favorite fruit and why? My number 1, we got to go down the list because fruit's important to me. Number 1 favorite fruit, watermelon. When I tell you, I will eat watermelon until I poop my pants. That's how much I love watermelon. It is that good. It's delicious. Scrumdiddly umptious. Number 2, I'm a banana guy. I like a good banana. You can put peanut butter on the banana. It's just like, it's versatile. You can do like the caramelized bananas or caramelized bananas or caramelized bananas, wherever you're from, however you say it, so hey. And then number 3 greatest fruit of all time is a papaya. I love papaya, and let me tell you why. There's a little bit of a backstory behind papaya. First off, papaya looks like a mistake. Let's just be honest there. It looks like God was like doing all the fruits or whatever, and he was like, maybe stuttered a little bit and was like, yeah, we're gonna do a papaya, and he just kind of popped it out real quick, and so then we have papaya. But the thing about God is he don't really make mistakes. He just kind of like gives a little. And it makes you think like, this papaya was intentional. And I think he made papaya for people like me. If your favorite fruit is papaya, just put that in the comments. Type, yeah, I agree, papaya's delicious. And if you don't agree, I'll invite you to leave. You don't have to listen anymore. But if you want to stay and allow me to change your mind, stick with it. Stick with it. Hey, I'm going to tell you why papaya is my 3rd favorite fruit. It's my 3rd favorite fruit because I was actually on vacation, sort of vacation. I went and saw some family in Florida. We're hanging out there, West Palm Beach. We're chilling. And I went to Trader Joe's for the first time ever. So that was the closest I've ever been to heaven. So that was kind of cool. And we were hanging out in Trader Joe's, and the lady I was with, she's like, have you ever tried papaya before? I was like, no, I never tried papaya before. That looks disgusting. They're like, would you like to try it? And, I don't say no to a lot of things. And so I said, yes, I would love to try papaya. And while we were like cutting that papaya open, I really wasn't sure about it. But when I put that papaya on my lips, it was like every Hallmark movie I've ever seen. It was beautiful. It was like a happy ending moment for me. And I will never take that back. If I could go back to that moment and put it on replay, I want to. Matter of fact, I heard this one time, that when you die for the last 8 seconds of your brain working, it just runs through all of the best memories of life. My brain's going back to that papaya moment. Yep. That's exactly what it's going back to. It's probably going to play that one over and over again. And then I get into heaven and say, man, you really did it, God. You really did it with that papaya. Yep. Hey, the next question is from Jalen.Dunn. I know him. He's a good guy. He replied back to the story, and he asked me a great question. What was the hardest thing to overcome in my journey? the hardest thing to overcome in my journey, and for you, type it in the comments for you. Like, what's your third favorite fruit? Put that in the comments, and then the second thing to put in the comments is what's been the hardest thing for you to overcome in your journey. And for me, it's been all of my addictions, man. I can get addicted to a sponge. I could get addicted to the smell of a room. Like it's just like I don't know, like weird things I can like click in my head. Like man, I would like that right now. And so yeah, definitely that everything from sexual addictions to I mean, there have been times like I would just abuse drugs. And so definitely that addictions are incredibly hard to break, especially if you don't have the support. Like, so my encouragement to the people that are walking in addiction right now and listening to this, find three people, one person if you only have it, and say, hey, I need you to ask me every single day if if I've fallen into this addiction. Maybe it's porn, maybe it's some other form of sexual addiction, maybe it's a substance, it could be alcohol, it could be hydrocodone. That'll do it. Hydrocodone will do it. Anyway, any kind of addiction, like whatever it may be, find that person and say, I need you to ask me every day if I've done this, and I will be honest with you. And so I did that for like a month with a buddy of mine, and I just was going to tell him straight up. Anytime I even thought about it, I was like, I'm going to be so real with this guy. And I have found so much freedom in that alone. And so like overcoming, the reality about it is once an addict, always a recovering addict. You can't look at it as if you've beaten it, because the moment you start looking at an addiction as if you've already beat it, you're going to fall back into it. So always look at the perspective, look at your addiction as the perspective of, okay, I'm overcoming this right now. I'm one day further away from that. I'm still overcoming. You might be 12 years sober, but you're still overcoming that addiction, because if you fall back into it, you're still like susceptible, I guess is the word. I don't even know words, but you're still like able to make that mistake. So step into it and say, hey, I'm overcoming this. I'm overcoming this with you. And so it also, the reality about it is when you're saying I'm overcoming this addiction still and you're 12 years out of it, that helps champion the people that are only a week away from that addiction. Right? They're a week away from they're a week sober. 1 week sober. You're championing them because you're saying I'm walking by your side with you in this journey. There's people out there that need to hear the stories of that person that's 2 weeks sober, because they're only 1 day sober and they don't think it's possible to get to 2 weeks. So start living in a way that says, hey, I'm going to be somebody that helps overcome these addictions with people. Like walk in the journey together. So that's definitely what has been the hardest thing to overcome in my journey. And so, yeah, like this episode's a short episode. I love you all a bunch. What I want y'all to do, if you follow the Instagram, I want you to, if you don't follow the Loveworks Instagram, follow it right now and type in the comments, I just followed. I'm going to reply back to your messages and thank you a bunch. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I have interviews with some of the coolest people in the world. We go to the depths of things. We talk real talks. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully this was cohesive. Maybe it wasn't, but if it wasn't, that's cool too. I love you all so much. Hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever we're uploading new content. We upload every Tuesday, every Friday, and what else do I have to talk about? Oh, you know that feeling that dogs have whenever they're eating grass? Like they go outside and they're eating grass all day. They've just been like munching on the grass out back. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like right now. I feel like I just been out back eating grass. You know, they're like, there's like that sound that dogs make after they've done that for so long. Yeah, it's kind of what I feel like right now. But we're still here. And I'm still thankful that you're listening to this. So, anyways, I love you all so much. You're all amazing friends to me, and we got some really cool things in the works. So just stay tuned and peace out. Love works.